Hello, everybody. I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are continuing Riverdale Season 3.
Currently, we just came back from the 90s.
Yeah.
Because in the last episode, there was a flashback. We learned...
Was that the 90s?
Yes, of course. It can't be the 80s, right? Just
I guess
kidding.
so. Maybe early 90s? I don't know how old the parents are. That's the problem.
Let's start this over.
No, okay. Oh, you're making me start the whole thing over?
No, wait.
Whatever.
Because they were in high school. So
Yeah.
they would have been born in the 80s, but lived to the 90s in high school. Because they're not that old.
Yeah. The 90s just don't seem that far away.
I know, right?
I know. It's throwing me off. We're in the 2020s now. The roaring 20s.
Yeah. Okay, so we found out that they played G&G in the Midnight Club, and someone killed Principal Feather or something. Anthony Michael Hall.
Mm-hmm. Which was so funny.
What was Dinora's name?
No. Because the current one is Principal Weatherby.
Yeah. Featherstone. He wasn't Featherstone, was he?
I don't think so.
I feel like Featherstone was like in a kid's book, and he was like an archaeologist.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
This is off topic.
Yes, it
Anyway, he ended up died.
He drank the potion for some weird reason.
Ooh, he also scratched things into the door. Or someone scratched things into the door. When they opened the door and his body fell out, there were some runes
the symbols.
scratched.
Yeah, I forgot about the ruins. Yeah, and the only person who clearly remembers it is Betty's mom, because she was the only one not on drugs, because she was pregnant. With Chick. Well, not Chick, but you know.
Yeah. We found out a lot about their past, but honestly, I don't know how relevant some of that is. Like, Penelope not originally being a Blossom, but then, like, her whole backstory is actually really interesting. I don't know how relevant it's going to be to the current plot, though.
And then I guess, I think it's Hiram. The person who played Hiram as a younger kid is his actual son.
No wonder they look so alike! Yeah. And his voice is actually quite similar, too.
Yeah.
That was so good. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the issue I had with the last one was that it was really hard for my brain to differentiate between the characters.
Except for Fred.
I think I could have been more involved in the story if it wasn't them.
Yeah.
Playing their parents.
Yeah, I'm still very impressed with KJ Apa.
Yeah,
how
agreed.
he did.
I thought he did really well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he must have been watching, like, 90210 and was like...
Oh, right, yeah, he does have the advantage. He can actually see when he was younger.
Yeah. In a teen drama. So, as far as advancement on the plot, it hasn't much, because we've suspected that somebody died in the past already, so we kind of, like, already knew that. And so while the thing was interesting, I am so waiting for Archie to break out of jail. Still. Yeah. So,
like, I did really enjoy it as, like, an episode.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun to see, like, them younger and how the whole G&G thing started. Except for we didn't see how it started. We still don't know who put it all together. Mm-hmm. Like, it does make us, like, add a sort of a list of suspects, though. Yeah. Of, like, it would make sense for it to be one of the people who played the game.
I agree. Because we just also don't have that many other people in the know yet. Mm-hmm. So... Like, they're the main pool of suspects for sure. Mm-hmm. And then, I do wish that it wasn't a whole episode of flashbacks, though. I wish that they'd sparsed it in through other previous episodes, which I think would have been really fun, and kind of, like, slowly revealing stuff that happened. But
yeah. And then also, Jughead is now playing the game.
Oh, yeah.
Which seems unwise.
Yeah.
I find it so interesting how sort of, like, obsessive the show is making it, like, as if it's, like, an addiction, like, literally a drug.
That's why I was leaning hypnotism.
Yeah, which is also slightly funny, because it makes me think of, like, in the 90s when people were talking about, like, how people talk about how, like, the 90s, like, D&D, it's, like, or the 80s, I don't know, where when D&D first came out and got really popular, and people were like, it's like the devil's game.
Really?
You know, like video games.
I did not know this. That's funny. It makes sense with the video games.
Yeah, no, it's basically pre-video games, where people would be like, no, you can't play that. That's the devil's thing. People used to do that with D&D. They would be like, no, you can't.
I have to say that I really
feel like
enjoy
that's really how they're treating
this whole game plot thing, because it doesn't stress me out nearly as much as Archie's plot does.
Yeah.
Although I am, like, super curious as to who the Gargoyle King is, so...
Like, it's definitely, like, in terms of sort of shows, like, over the top, but I don't hate it. Like, I guess for me, it's like, if you're gonna go, like, off, like, the beaten path, like lean into it. And I feel like they're definitely leaning into it. So it's interesting to see.
I feel like we don't have much more to add though than what we did in the last one. Like there's been no movement on like Archie, like I said, or the cult, or like anything else really.
It's all a mystery at the moment.
Because all it was the flashback, but a fun flashback.
Let's see where it's going.
Let's play.
Yeah. I'm so tired of people being in Hiram's pocket. I'm so tired of it.
Oh my god, I hope he successfully gets out and gets caught.
No.
It's now or never, Archie.
Dude, this seems dangerous. You're not gonna make it. How are you gonna make it?
I don't know. There's so many of them that want to escape too that are in on it.
No.
Like 4 or 5. Ooh.
Now.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is gonna go horribly. There's no way you're gonna make it. This is the stupidest plan ever.
You should have just like slowly wandered that direction instead of taking off running.
Right?
Oh, you kidding me?
Well, I don't think it's real guns. They're
just pellets.
Yeah, they still hurt.
Go, go,
like
go, 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 go. At least you two. Go, go, go.
If one of them makes it, it's at least kind of worth it. But if nobody makes it, it's definitely not. Dude, it's just a pellet gun. It would have been fine. I mean, it would have hurt like hell, but I don't know why you think that plan would have worked.
Eldervale, the realm of griffins and gargoyles, is an anagram for Riverdale. The whole game is an analog for Riverdale. The game only exists in Riverdale. That's why we couldn't find it on the web.
Okay, well that is a weird coincidence.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're both right, but you're coming off a little crazy, Jughead.
Agreed. No, I completely agree.
How do you catch a game master? You become a game master yourself. That's what I'm doing.
You could come off way less creepy though, Jughead.
I don't understand.
The guards caught them all after shooting them with rubber bullets. And of course, they'll be punished. They might add an extra year to Archie's sentence.
Oh, Veronica, I hope you have a plan to take him out this season, honestly. Really, really please.
You're such a jerk.
You'll be the one rotting away in the very prison your blood money has built.
That would be some good justice there. So
right? If that could be like the end result, I'd be so happy. I don't even care if it's like 2 seasons away.
Please do.
Honestly.
Are you kidding me?
Comfortable?
The idea to escape was all mine. I told them to do it.
Why am I not surprised?
I can't.
What are you gonna do to him?
I don't know. Are you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is so ridiculous.
You better not. You better not.
You can't fight your destiny.
The thing I hate about this is like, I know this is like a fictional world, but it's just like if Veronica hired like a real lawyer, then you could get him out with all this abuse. Or at least, I mean, you might not be able to get him out, but like, it's still be
literally,
transferred.
they could take a picture or like notice all the suspicious deaths like Mad Dog and stuff. Are you kidding me? Okay, I need to just calm down before the brain explosions.
We're foot soldiers in life. We got to be the same in the game. Down in the mud, taking all the risks.
Sweet Pea, we're not starting this again. Cheryl, grab your bow. Notch an arrow.
Are you, what? Oh my god. Are you guys being, I don't understand. Literally, Jake, you gotta be hypnotized right now.
I don't think the whole town's hypnotized.
No, I meant people playing the game like this.
Yeah.
Like,
how?
They're being so dramatic about it.
Serious,
I know.
is he?
Fire,
Is there something in the water?
Whoa.
I mean, let's be real, Cheryl never misses. I would let her do it too.
Yeah, no, agreed. That's not what I mean. I just meant like Sweet Pea and all the references are so dramatic.
I know. Well, I mean, I think they're drunk right now, so there's that.
I'm game master, which means it's my game and my rules. You guys want to go on a quest? You want to prove you're badasses? You're gonna get a chance. Not until I say so.
I can't tell if he's acting like this because he really feels it that way or because it's the best way to get through to them.
I kind of appreciate the fact that he's planning on challenging the other game master, which I think is actually a really fun twist. Just their also, dialogue about it is so awkward and dramatic.
It is very much Jughead's vibe. He always wants to face it himself.
Yeah.
Well, we were at Riverdale High at the same time.
So you were friends back then?
More acquaintances. We didn't run in the same circles.
Oh, so you didn't do any extracurriculars together?
Kevin's like, don't be obvious!
Did you guys ever play Griffins and Gargoyles?
They're so unsubtle right now.
I know. If they just straight out asked it, it would be less weird.
Elio, what is this place?
Oh my god. Yes. Wig time. Don't get caught, Veronica.
Make the connection.
I'd recognize those apps anywhere. Archie?
Relax. The hero always
Put the
wins.
sunglasses back on!
We're gonna distract him.
Oh, Veronica. Oh, she's sneaking in?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get busted, girl.
I know.
Archie?
Veronica.
Why would you take your wig off? I mean, I get it, but still,
Oh my
like,
God,
at least hide it in a locker.
What have they done to you?
Ronnie,
Oh, just wait till you see the mark on
I
him.
want to talk right now.
Also, I can't believe she wasn't wearing a wig cap underneath that wig. Her hair's so long.
Yes, get your kisses in, but it's also time to strategize.
I know.
There'll be time for that when you get him out.
But a couple weeks back, Warden Norton had me hose down the pool to get rid of the blood.
Ooh.
There's a drain under the ring. I have no idea where it leads or if I can even squeeze through it.
Curse your broad shoulders.
She just needs to find the other drain, go through it, and figure it out.
And also, like, in that case, like, how would you explain him getting out if he gets out from there?
They also announced they're getting married.
Seriously? As what? A smoke screen?
No clue.
You think that was a crazy reaction? This is what I got when I asked my dad about that stupid game. Why are our parents being so cagey about something that happened 25 years ago?
Somebody died.
Good point, Reggie.
You
And we don't know your parents that well.
Whatever this is, it has to wait.
What's wrong, V?
I saw Archie. He's caught up in some diabolical teen fight club.
Thank God now. All get together. Get Archie out and then solve this other mystery. Please, okay, thanks.
I can't. It's a long story, but I'm helping Veronica break Archie out of juvie, and I'm hoping you can come with us.
Wait. What? You're breaking Archie out of
Well, you
juvie?
missed a lot.
I know it sounds insane.
No.
It's a quest now, huh?
What? What do you mean?
This is so weird.
This quest that I've been working on that we're about to start,
I'm so confused.
all Ethel ever talked about was being worthy. What is more worthy than that?
Jughead, this is not a game.
That's true.
This is Archie's life, and since you refuse to recognize that,
This is your best friend.
I'm taking your bike.
Yeah.
I like
walk
how
home,
she's just like, you know
Jughead.
what?
All this after I tried to escape. That makes me think you're not rewarding me. You're getting rid of me.
I'm afraid so. Your final meal before your final fight.
You gotta get out now. And you gotta take Joaquin with you.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
How exactly did Hiram Lodge pin Cassidy Bullock's murder on me? Do you know?
Good question.
Good for you to get the info, Archie.
Judgment of all men belongs to he who resides in the kingdom alone. But he's watching us. He's always watching.
Well, now I'm like, do you mean God or do you mean the Game Master?
That's what I'm thinking too. That's literally, I know they're doing it ambiguous on purpose, but now that we know that the Game Master might be manipulating things outside the game even more.
Hey, Joaquin. You with me?
I have such feelings about you, Joaquin.
Oh.
Dude, what are you doing?
Our game begins with a Judas kiss.
I'm sorry, Archie. The warden said if I did this, I'd finally ascend.
Ascend?
Yeah. This is some Game Master shit.
Joaquin, how could you? We liked you so much in the beginning.
He even covered you during the rubber bullet escapade.
Joaquin, you're the worst.
You need to get him out before the fight.
We watched things with so many commercials that for a second I thought this was going to be a commercial.
I know. Yes.
She needs
Kill
a better
Veronica.
wig. I'm just going to say it. Like, she needs a better wig.
Agreed.
Like, it's not a
super
bad
fakey.
wig, but, like, for what you can afford, Veronica.
I want some wigs. Change my hair color every day.
I'm Monica Norton. Perhaps you're familiar with Warden Norton?
Of course.
So if you need to call Warden Norton to get me cleared.
That won't be necessary, miss. Sorry for the delay.
Always the, like, just call them.
I'm so excited.
Why did you need so many people on the inside?
I know.
Paladin is being marched in to meet his doom. For he must face
Oh, so he's
a
not
resurrected
dead.
hellhound.
Did he get transferred then?
What the hell? How? What?
He must have been transferred or something.
I thought you were dead. Where have you been?
Oh.
Maybe tortured or something.
Archie.
Oh my God, is he like brainwashed?
Or drugged or...
What?
Ooh. Oh, she's breaking everybody's car?
Nice job,
I
baby.
love Car Betty.
Me too. I love that she's wearing a servant jacket too.
Yeah.
Care for a drink?
Ooh.
The Mad Emperor has placed a Bano protection spell over the barrier.
Well, that is super annoying.
You should have brought clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Is that Joaquin?
No, Joaquin.
Joaquin?
Oh.
Where are you going? Back to the Serpents?
No. I joined a different gang.
Is he a ghoulie?
Mm-hmm. No, you said you don't know them. He said I have to ascend. Is there like a...
Oh, you're right.
Is there like a G&G gang?
Or maybe that's just like his terminology for joining the Game Masters.
And I'm gonna make a break for the drain underneath the ring. Come with me.
Yeah, come with him, please. I'd love if you both break out.
You're gonna need a head start.
No. Don't do it, Mad Dog.
What's he gonna do?
You're about to come face to face with the Dark Dragon.
Oh shit, is Hiram there?
Vile creature in the land.
Whatever scheme you've cooked up, it ends right now.
Too late, it's already in motion.
Sorry, Daddykins. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it will me.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but I'm into it.
Oh!
Yes!
That's hilarious.
Mad Dog, let's go! Come on!
Is there enough?
I won't get through that grate.
Oh, he's too big.
Oh, he's tried before.
You just go red! Don't look back!
Oh, Mad Dog. We'll come back for you!
Alright. Like, they didn't kill him before. No.
Mad Dog.
Like, I doubt we'll hear anything about this once if Archie actually escapes, but in my mind, in the background, I'm gonna be like, and they all got reported to the police and got shut down. But I know it's not gonna happen. But in my mind.
Go, get to the car. They're coming.
Especially because, oh, that's not good for your wound at all.
Nope.
Oh, disinfectant needed.
Hurry. You're gonna have to carry him. You don't have time for this.
Betty.
Yay.
You freed the Paladin from the dungeon, but you're not clear of the Mad Emperor just yet.
I can use Cheryl's arrows right now. Oh, thank God, Betty. Yes.
Did she just take their starter from all the cars?
You're barreling towards the edge of a cliff. You must stop.
She's gone through the trees.
It's not him.
That's why they needed him to come back as a distraction.
Yes.
Where is the Red Paladin?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let him go, Warden Norton. Let him go.
What are you gonna do? Shoot him? So I wonder, like, is this story actually part of the game manual, and like Jughead just tweaked it, or is there somehow like the game master hearing what's happening? Like, did they sneak in and read his book?
I don't know.
Or is there a recording device in there?
Oh, is this where they're gonna hide Archie?
I mean, it makes sense.
Agreed. I think it's the best place to hide him, since nobody knows there except for like Ben and people who are dead.
Right. This is an intense episode.
I bet the brand is a rune. They're gonna reveal it soon.
Ooh. That makes sense.
Who did that to you, Archie?
So Joaquin, he stabbed me. I think the warden made him do it.
I feel so bad for Kev.
Archie.
It is a ruin. What does it mean?
Betty recognized it. I think. Didn't she? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that Jughead did, though.
I mean, for God's sake, I took donations from Warden Norton.
Stop yelling. We can get ahead of this. Contain it.
Just break up with him already. He's trash.
Ooh, now you just have a free-running Joaquin. I want a milkshake. Damn you, Riverdale. Damn you.
Do you want to find out what our parents and Betty won't tell us?
I'm so nervous about this.
I don't get why you think you have to play the game. You're just supposed to just read the whole manual. Like, just read it.
Does that mean the warden is playing G&G?
See, this is what I'm saying, Betty. This game is so much bigger than a couple kids playing.
His crazy ramblings seem more realistic now.
I feel bad Fred doesn't know anything that's going on.
But he can't. He wouldn't have wanted them to break him out.
Yeah, and he'll be the first one the cops visit, too.
Agreed. Like, you can't tell him.
God, I hope Archie's troubles don't mirror the Red Paladin this entire season, because it's going to go through a lot of shit, probably.
Why did Warden Norton do it? Was he afraid of retribution from the
He's gonna drink
authorities
it and
for
he's
his
gonna
illegal
die.
activities?
Because he failed his
Or was it
quest.
that the game of G&G he'd been playing was finally over?
Coward. How long has this game been going? My God.
And I'm confused why some people just go along with it.
Well, I mean, like, this one makes sense. It's obviously, like, a long invested thing, but it's so weird.
And the guy was kind of messed up anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah.
But...
Gross. I wonder, with Mayor Lodge there, would she recognize this?
I don't know, but she's gonna be pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just gonna make her... It's gonna make even more of a mess.
Make her look even more incompetent.
Oh, shit, what's gonna happen to him?
Oh, God. Is he gonna see you? What is... Who... The questions are questioning. Is he actually seeing this, though? I don't know. Or is it, like, his sleep-lost brain?
Just tackle him, Jughead. Get the mask off.
So one thing that's interesting is, like, this episode is, like, a really weird episode. And I think most people, or even if I was watching this, like, normally, versus reacting to it, I would just be like, it was a really weird episode. Like, mostly Jughead. Jughead was really weird this episode.
Yeah.
But the thing is, since we are watching this as a reaction, and we watch other shows that are, like, decently serious, like Game of Thrones, and we're starting some other ones that are kind of serious.
Heavy. Not just serious, but just, like, heavy.
The weirdness of this, to me, is actually refreshing, so I think I probably enjoyed this more watching it as a reaction versus if I was just watching the show, like, as a normal television show, because I think as a normal television show, I'd be like, this plot is really freaking weird.
I have to agree. I burst out laughing at one point, which I don't know if it was intentional for they wanted the audience to laugh or not, but honestly... some of the other shows we're watching are at really bad points right now. So even though this is a totally bad point for Archie, it's so out of left field, this plot, that I can just appreciate it.
Yeah, and like I said, like, if you're gonna go just completely off book and be weird, like, at least they're leaning into it. Like, I still don't know where they're going with this whole thing.
And to be honest, it doesn't make any sense. Not that they're playing the game, but that people are so into it without being hypnotized, so into it that they're willing to kill themselves and others. And the fact that it's not just like one or two people who, or like higher ups that got manipulated into it. It's literally like Jughead's been playing for a couple days or whatever, and he's like fully invested, and so are the rest of the serpents.
Which does make me like question things of like, is there some sort of like drug in the water that makes you more like susceptible to like suggestion or something? Or is it just that well written that it's written by some sort of like psychological master who knows how to play with people's brains? That it's, and the fact that it's been like so long lasting, like I feel like if Riverdale had more lore, like as if these are like fairy tales that they grew up with about the monster that roams Riverdale Forest, you know? But then I feel like it would be almost more believable because it would have been something they grew up with, so it's sort of ingrained in your like childhood subconscious. That just sort of this coming out like third season is so weird. But then I'm like, if it is long term, did this have stuff to do with the previous seasons? Like I don't think Riverdale writes their plot out that early, but I wonder.
But they could like kind of retcon it to make you think
I
is.
think it would be interesting if I would like it if they did that sort of the whole thing with like the Blossoms, like if that was part of it too, with Betty's dad.
Yeah,
if that was sort of
because with the exception of Hiram, the killers have actually been quite unstable.
Yeah.
So like, what's his name? Blossom killing his own son, and then obviously like. Betty's dad was clearly unstable. So they would be easily manipulated by a game master into doing these kind of things. I have to say, I knew early, like when they revealed in the episode that he was the warden was playing the game, I obviously knew he wasn't the Gargoyle King. Like he wasn't even a suspect for me because he described as if he was being controlled. Yeah. Like he follows a higher power or whatever. So then obviously he's not the top. I don't think Hiram is involved at all with it in terms of, I don't think he's
coexisting.
Yeah, because he doesn't seem at all to be playing the game. Like, he could be being manipulated, absolutely. But he doesn't seem to be playing the game, and I don't think he was manipulating the warden into some of his leaning things that the way I think the game master was. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
I feel like they almost sort of, like, hinted that the mayor, Hermione...
I agree. Hermione?
Yeah, Hermione. Okay, Hermione might be the game master. I don't think she is, but I feel like that's what they were, like, hinting at the end.
Because she showed up and then he was like, well, I need to drink this before I get it because this is my punishment or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think if she was, that wouldn't, I just don't feel like that's how the Game Master would play it.
Plus the fact that she was so angry that Archie escaped is definitely another, like, hint they're throwing at us that she's the Game Master, but I honestly think she's a red herring.
Agreed.
Last episode, I know I did say, like, oh, it could be Hermione, but I think that the show is almost making me want it to be Hermione more, so it makes me think it's not her.
Yeah, because the show loves throwing, like, out, like, left fields. Like, you don't really suspect Hal's the Black Hood until, like, the episode right before you find out.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're anywhere near finding out who the Game Master is.
Yeah, agreed.
It could be somebody, like, we have barely seen, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, we also don't know the Game Master's motivations. He could just enjoy manipulating people. That's a possibility. Or he could have a higher purpose, like how Hal wanted to kill sinners or
It's
whatever.
Pops.
You know? Oh my god, if it was Pops, that would be crazy. I didn't even suspect Pops.
I know. Exactly. But he's been around for a long time.
He has.
He's got a place in the heart of Riverdale. We're taking out the South Side. Maybe he didn't like it. Maybe he didn't like the South Side, you know? I don't think it's Pops, but I was just like, who would be the person you suspect the least?
Yeah.
Pops.
So Archie's breakout, loved it. I love that he broke out. I love the way they did it.
Agreed.
With the kind of heisty style, because I'm so into that.
And I did, even though I think the whole G&G thing is kind of crazy, I liked the parallel that they did with it. I think it was a little heavy-handed just because, like, how would they, like I said, like, how would they know that Archie is the Red Paladin?
Yeah.
But then I was like, unless the G&G quest that they're going off of was, like, sort of written in the manual already. But if it's one that Jughead came up in his own idea, then... But then my mind goes into, like, full, like, D&D mode.
That's what I was thinking. Jughead had to have written it. If he wants to go up against the other Game Master, he can't be using that Game Master's plans. You know what I mean? Because he wants it. So
I know. But the problem is also, like, that manual is so tiny. Like, you definitely would need companion manuals if there's full quests.
Yeah.
That I'm like, well, it can't be from there because it's way too detailed.
Yeah. But then again, if the guy is manipulating in real life on the fly, he could be somehow delivering quests. You know what I mean? Like, new ones regularly when he wants to manipulate a situation. And they're like, oh, hey, a new thing came in. And then it, like...
If they hadn't used the same name of the Red Paladin, I would make it a little more believable. Or it could just be, like... The thing about the manual is it is something that the Game Master put out. So I almost wonder, like... Maybe he tweaked the manual to match the kids, because if they're his main characters, he might have created a character specifically for each of them, and that would obviously fit who they are as people. So it could be that they're just things in the background that we don't know about, and so like it could be like obviously Archie's the Red Paladin. Like who else would be the Red Paladin?
Yeah,
you know?
Agreed. And like
I'm thinking too deeply about this.
No, yeah, I know. I think so.
I want to.
But
know
it's
how
so
it fits.
fun. Honestly, it's actually quite fun to like theorize about this one.
Right.
And then. But continuing on with the breakout, so obviously Joaquin is unfortunately turned over to the Game Masters group, and I just, oh my god, and then like the
Joaquin is the Theon of Riverdale.
I love the breakout that Betty had like so much to do. She took out the cars. She unlocked the thing and then was also the distraction.
I love that she just took charge. She's like, all right, fine, Jughead. If you're going to be in your crazy G&G world, then I'm just gonna take over.
Your bike. It's
right?
So funny.
I'm taking your bike.
Yeah, I know the way she said it too.
I know.
So funny. Like she's a 12-year-old stealing a bicycle. Like, but I feel so relieved that he's out of there. I do feel bad for Mad Dog. I really hope he didn't die.
I don't think he died.
I don't know how they're going to get the parents involved, but I kind of wish they would at this point. If they could reveal some of this stuff to the previous mayor, not Mayor Hermione.
Yeah.
But this is evidence of this going on. Although I guess,
but I think she would be.
Now,
I think also the problem is she is also still a lawyer. She would have to tell somebody that she knows that Archie broke out, otherwise she would lose her license.
No, I don't think so. What if you hire? If you hire your lawyer, they don't say anything.
I mean, I guess yes, there is confidentiality there.
Yeah, there's some kind of. I don't know.
Either like they follow the law in here. Yeah, anyways. Like it doesn't matter in Riverdale. there is no law.
Technically, they don't even need to show her Archie. They could take pictures and be like, this is what happened to Archie there. He got branded while he was there. Like, this is evidence, physical evidence of this.
This is the wrong kind of show for that.
And
hopefully,
just, like, put it in her
I'm
Dropbox.
just hoping that, like, since
Lawyer,
the warden is dead, it'll, like, I mean, also, like, the fighting ring, like, you can't really continue it with a breakout like that, because there'll be too many questions, I feel like.
Yeah.
And so hopefully Mad Dog didn't die, and he just gets to go back to normal juvie, and then eventually get out. Because the warden's dead, and it didn't seem like there was, like, a second-hand man.
To be honest, though, I also wish that Veronica had... it's not like they got searched when they went in, so that she had a camera and was able to record what was going on and the people there, because that would have been so good as, like, evidence, like
I said, because obviously I don't think Riverdale's going to pay any more attention to that area since Archie broke out.
The Fight Club is over
my mind,
now that Archie's gone.
In my mind, it has disbanded and they've been caught. So that's what's happening in the background to me.
Nice.
Or at least they're going back to a normal old juvenile detention and people will get out and not have to do fights.
A warden who's not working for the game master and Hiram.
Exactly. That's in the background.
So in the next one, I really hope that they can get the guys at the Shadow Mines. We assume that they're in the Shadow Mines so that Archie can be cleared.
That would be interesting.
I highly doubt it's going to happen in one episode, but if it did, that would be awesome. And I assume it's also going to parallel more game stuff. This might just be the one-off kind of style they want to go with for this episode. But I wouldn't be surprised if more quests kind of paralleled that.
Obviously coming up as well is going to be Veronica having to pay back the mobster that she took that favor from.
Yeah.
Which hopefully won't be too painful.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I want or what necessarily to expect.
I want some more coherency out of the parents. That's what I want. I know that we briefly saw FP and Josie and Kevin's parents this episode, but I kind of want a more proactive role, because in the first episode they were like, we are going to work together to get Archie out kind of deal. And honestly, they haven't been doing much, so
yeah.
I'm sure they're doing stuff off screen, but I know.
Yeah.
Either get rid of them, stop making them such interesting characters, or have them do something. Okay, thanks. I do like the increased amount of Josie and Reggie we're getting. Because they're, like, good, really great supporting characters.
They are.
Right now. And, like, they're super fun to watch. And the fact that they were involved in the escape, I loved it. And, yeah.
I'm always happy to see more Kiv. I like Kiv. He's just nice.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it's still early in the season for this, because this is one of our, like, 22 episoders. That I guess I don't know what to expect from the series or what to come. Like, I don't know how far off the rails they're going to go. I mean, I've sort of heard how far off the rails they're going to go.
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard any details.
I am a spoiler free of everything.
I haven't heard any details, but, like, yeah.
Don't tell me nothing.
I won't. So let's all find out together in the next episode. I guess that's where I'm at. So thanks for watching with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you had not. It does help us out a lot. And we will see you all next time. Bye!
Well, I'm recording now, so...
Well, you gotta turn the light on.
Close your eye. Shaboom!
Am I shiny? I tried very hard not to be.
I don't think you are.
Okay. That'll change.
You have a natural glow.